Hello, it's Phoebe again. Uh, just to say hello, and I hope the post lockdown life is warming up nicely for you. I know there are lots of changes in people's lives, um, including mine. I find it exciting rather than scary. Some things we thought we'd do before this COVID thing started, now we find, yeah, maybe we have to change things a little bit. And yeah, I hope that it's working out well for you, and I hope you are well at least, because as long as we are healthy, so many things can go right. This video is about my wellness program that I have just begun. I have been doing a lot of mindset coaching in the past, but now I've decided to focus a little bit more on wellness. There are many things that um, disturb us, and we don't necessarily have to go to see a doctor. I mean, things like weight loss, for example. There are many people struggling with weight issues. For example, my own story, a number of years ago, I had this constipation issue. For those who know me, I am a bit of a health freak. I eat healthy, I eat lots of fruits and vegetables. I make sure that a good percentage of my diet is raw stuff, and all those sorts of things that you want to do if you're healthy, if you want to be healthy. But then at some point I got this issue with constipation, constipation, constipation. I changed my diet. I cut out bread, I cut out meat, and changed a number of things. But it still was continuing. So eventually I went to see a doctor, and the doctor was, of course, she started by telling me these diet things. And I'm like, well, I'm doing that. So she made me write down a list of the things I eat and so on. And yeah, it was the only thing that now she was talking about was, take millet out of your diet. And if it still continues, then you better come and see a surgeon. In fact, she made for me an appointment to see the surgeon the next week. She said, you probably have a lazy colon. If you've taken all these things out of your diet, if you're eating this way, if you're exercising, then you probably have a lazy colon, and the surgeon may decide to operate. Ooh, I was disturbed. But when I went back, I happened to mention this to a friend of mine, and she just gave me a simple tip. It was about drinking water in the morning on an empty stomach before you do anything else, and then taking a break between that morning water and your breakfast. And I noticed that I had never actually been observing myself, like my thirst in the morning, because when she mentioned that, I started observing that actually I have been thirsty in the morning, but I get up, and then next thing I'm going for my cup of black tea, maybe with something to eat. And then later in the day, you drink water, or maybe you don't. If you're busy, you forget. So things like that. Things like waking up in the morning and actually listening to your body first thing in the morning, putting attention on your body first thing in the morning, and then realizing this is how my body likes, let's say, to drink its water on an empty stomach. And that small little thing just made a whole lot of difference. I mean, after 3 or 4 days, my constipation issue was a thing of the past. And leave alone all these things of, I don't know, eat bananas, eat pineapples. It was about drinking much more water, and drinking it on an empty stomach, drinking it at a certain time. So things like that. I realized that there's so much that I know that would help people, and I'm mobilizing a group of women who are interested in this kind of holistic approach, kind of developing healthy lifestyles to support wellness rather than waiting till things are bad, or maybe even when if things are bad already. So for the rest of this year, I'm focusing on people that want to be healthier, people that want to lose a little bit of weight, and people that want to, lose that weight or perhaps gain weight as well if you want to gain weight. People that want to change their bodies in a holistic way using the natural behavioral things that we have instead of um, instead of going to see a doctor or drinking, I don't know, Chinese tea or getting this and other this products on and some artificial products on the market. Those things, many of them work, but after some time, if you did not deal with the basis for why you had a problem, you probably will either gain the weight back or lose the weight again, or whatever it is, whatever the problem is, because there are many things that go into weight gain or weight loss or your lack of wellness. So for the rest of this year, I think I have developed a program that will help that. If you want to be part of it, inbox me or get to me in some way, and then I'll let you know um, the schedule and how we are proceeding. I want to limit it to not more than 8 people, and we are beginning very softly. Um, I'm, I myself, I am 52 years old, so really, I want to look out for women who are about my age, maybe a little bit older, maybe a little bit younger, but don't let that be a big sticking point. We're beginning very gently with a few friends, and I have decided that we shall be doing 30 minutes minimum, either walking or jogging or whatever you feel comfortable with. One, 30 minutes. Two, jogging or walking. Three, it has to be in a place that you find beautiful or in a place that you find interesting, and you have to take a picture and share, just one picture. Or if you can't take a picture, write a short description of the beauty or interest of that place and share. So that's my wellness challenge we're beginning next week on Tuesday. So if you want to be part of it, please get in touch and just, I'll give you the rest of the schedule, but that's the first thing that we shall begin with. And it's free of charge. Um, I'm not charging for now. So get in and let me know whether this interests you, and we'll start.